Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpacktrader Trading Room for Tuesday, March the 8th, 2022. Please do say hello. Let me know who's in the room. And if you feel like you're getting benefit out of these sessions, please do hit the like button. Good morning, Miles. Kind of a rough morning on crude. Markets are fast again today. Our initial trade, this magenta trade is, unfortunately, it's within our start time, but it's too fast to pick up. So our first trade, and you do definitely have time to get into it, is the long. And it meanders about, doesn't quite get up to money management. And then the 50 EMA gets down there and it heads back the other direction. You get a stop and reverse at 24.17, marked up here. That trade comes to a stop and reverse. However, that one is too fast to work with. So your best bet there is just close out of that trade, and it goes too far. So that's two trades. Both stop and reverses. I'd try to catch one more trade. That would be probably this short. No, the short's going to be too fast to catch too, I believe. 20. Yeah, that's going to be too fast to catch. So then you catch the long up here. That one's a little bit iffy, but plenty of time to get into that. And you put an exit in at 24.27, and it does hit that. So that's your three trades. Unfortunately, a losing session. Good morning, John. That's a new name I haven't seen in the room. Please feel free to ask any questions. Unleaded, a little bit different. This is a diamond level trade. It's the trade off the 200 EMA at 44 seconds after our start time at 9 o'clock. I marked up another trade later on, I think. Let's mark this one up and look at what it did. But it initially triggers in, but then this back and forth, you got about 15 to 20 seconds to get into the trade. So you should be in that trade if you use it. You can draw it in if you're not on the diamond level spotlight. If you are and have it turned on, that is a one and done. Oh, I know what I marked up. But nice target 2 and trailer just beyond target 2. So solid win on that trade. This long is, in all likely, 6 seconds to the close, less than that probably to when it went back below the entry. So unlikely that was tradable. And then you have this long, which was definitely tradable. Maybe not on the initial push through, but certainly get in sync. That one hits target 1 and a partial, then you pick up this long, 36. Nope, that one was way too fast. But it comes back down, and you end up in that trade, and unfortunately it takes a full stop. That trade goes too far, too fast. I would say that short very likely is in. Then you have a long diamond, again, the diamond level 200 EMA trade. That one's probably too fast to catch, and very likely goes through the full stop on the short by the time you are able to do anything. Get in sync on the short, and you go right back through the long. That ends up being a session you'd want to stand aside on, but starts off with a winner, and then you can't get in the trades, or they're just back and forth. So, tough there. 9:30 market open. Markets are open, and looks like it's off to the races again for the YM. Yeah, neither one of those first two trades are even possible. Third trade is possible, though. That's about 8 seconds. So you got 9 or 10 seconds to get in that one. That one's likely a tradable trade. That hits target one, and a trailer almost to target one. That would be one and done. Quick movement. Pound Aussie is flat this morning. This trade would have been a valid trade, but I would certainly be wary of this spike down a few ticks beyond where the entry showed up. So I would have moved my entry down at least 1 pip to 68, if not 2 to 67. Probably 67, because it got to like 68.6 on this spike down. And that would hit 67 or 68, actually, would have kept you out of that short, which was a losing trade. So the YM's one and done. Soybeans off to the races. We had a potential get in sync. But no, that was too fast to get in sync with the long. So we're looking for our first trade there. Tick, hit the entry to the tick. Chances are that wasn't 5 seconds. That wasn't tradable. And then you got the same thing again, hitting the entry to the tick with 4 seconds on the bar this time. Although, yeah, let's see. 53 to 10, you got 17. Yeah, you should be in the short, and it hits target one, and 1 tick on the one and done on soybeans this morning. Not much, not much of a trade, but it's a winner, and get out of the way of this market. Russell opening at 9:30, or we can wait 4 minutes. Let's see what. Chances are that long was not tradable. 2 bars in 7 seconds. And I don't see any wicks to indicate that it pulled back. And then we come to the short at 9:32.05. It'll be 8:32 exchange time. I'm running on Eastern, but the exchange time is Central for this market. Well, I got a fair chance that it was back and forth a little bit enough to get in. Picks up a target 4. Looks like target 3, target 4. And a trailer between targets 2 and 3, so that's a win. Another short at 9:36. If you wait 4 minutes, that's your first trade. And that is too quick to... It's full stop out, but it's too fast to execute. And that's where we are on that this morning. Heating oil, 9:30 start also. Here's the first trade. That's going to be a break even, but yeah, that was completely untradeable. Second trade at 9:32. Looks like it's a break. It's a target 3 and break even, but and way too fast to get involved with. 33.16 to 6 seconds on the next one. Unlikely to be tradable. That one's not tradable, but setup bar and the bar hitting money management both happened on the same second. That's short. Impossible to trade. So yeah, you've had 5 or 6 trades already, and none of them were tradable. So I would stand down on this or wait 30 minutes or an hour. Yeah, these are hitting money management 1 bar after and just not even possible to trade. No entry there. Yeah, no time to, and it's so yeah. There hasn't been a trade that's been executable yet, and we're almost 10 minutes in. And did I lose everybody this morning? So Russell was a winner this morning. And so let's look at the MNQ. 4 minutes in. See if we can have anything we can trade here. 934. We have a short. Sets up at 35 even. 12 seconds to get in, and it's a full stop out. So that probably is a loss. 35.15 to 10. That one's got a wick down here. Still 4 seconds to the close of that bar. Probably not tradable. And that that was a beautiful trade, but most likely not tradable. Even though it did have a quick pullback, it was still within 4 seconds before it was off to the races. 936. No, 2 seconds and you're already 3 bars in. That one was not tradable. 36.08. Same thing with that one. You got three bars on the same second, and then continued up. Then it came down. So 36.08, 36.09, 09.10. You're still just 2 seconds in. Okay, it stops and reverses to short, but that was too fast to. Well, actually, that's 2, still 2, 5. No, that really is an untradeable trade. The short. Nope, too fast. It's money management and break even. Nope. 2 seconds to hit the stop. Nope. And that short, impossible to catch. So market's just moving too fast to trade most anything that we normally trade this morning. Volatility brings opportunity, but also makes it a little bit more difficult to trade. Four seconds in, and you're already 3 bars in. That one, well, that's a possibility. You may have gotten. No, let's see. No, you might have gotten into that, but it's still just going to be a break-even trade. It doesn't get to target. Now that one had 21 to plenty of time to get in. And it's going to go for a full stop. So that's 4 minutes, and we've had a large handful of trades, and only like 2 of them have been tradable. One was a break even, one was a full stop. So the MNQ just looks like it's 5, maybe. And then the next 4 bars take it to money management. So that one I would say is, and it's just a break even anyway. So too fast to trade in the. Yeah, same thing here. 37 for the setup. This wick comes at 10 seconds. That's possible. That was a 7-second bar, so it's possible you get into that one. There's your first, there's a winner. Not a big trailer, but it took what 4.5 minutes to get a even possible winning trade. The way that was trading, I would have stood down on it, looked for something a little bit more likely to be profitable. So both of our energies had a rough time this morning. Let's take a quick look at Catapult unleaded and see what that did. That's an 8:45 start. So a little bit earlier, but and way too fast to catch that initial trade. That was tradable, but a full loss. Probably not tradable. Not a quick bar, but you just have to check to see. Does hit target 3 and you picks up a small trailer. Reversing to a long, that's a break even. If it's 7 seconds, that's not tradable. Not in all likelihood, that's not tradable. That probably is, but it's a full stop. "13 seconds there, and it's got a wick. Very likely tradable. That's a nice winner. It's most likely tradable, but not real appealing on that one either. "7 seconds and then blast through money management. Definitely iffy, but not only going to get you a break even anyway. And just 1 second to money management on that one. Definitely too fast. Plenty of time, but it looks like it may have moved right on through. Catapult on the 20-tick range. Looks like it probably moved through too fast. It went straight from entry, or a tick below or so below the entry, right on through money management. Likely went away too fast. And that one was definitely too fast. Beautiful trade, but way too fast to catch. Probably too fast to catch that trade on a full stop out. "6 seconds, unlikely that was tradable, and it's a full loss. That's a break even. Nope, 2 seconds. Yeah, once we get into the normal trading period, just way too fast to try to work with. Questions, comments? And we have our first trade on the pound Aussie at 79.94. And in that trade, and still being fairly but not much to work with on our other markets. $10 a.m. crude session coming up. In about another 7 to 8 minutes. And that get in sync is off the table, hitting its stop. Pound Aussie in a short. Crude looks to be a little bit more tradable right now. Setting new session highs 127.86. Ugh. This is right back where oil was late in 2014 before it took a nosedive down into the 20s. Gosh, it's hard to believe that's 8 years ago. And that long trade going too far to get in sync with. So still waiting for our 10 o'clock mini session to start. Pound Aussie in a short. That and crude are the only things we're watching at the moment. Nobody's asking any questions, making it difficult for me this morning. Markets are not giving us much to work with. And a new possible get in sync. Another still another 4 to 5 minutes. And Pound Aussie still climbing. All right. Still a couple of minutes to go. And this is our current short. And stopping out. So that's not a get in sync trade either. And too far on that one. Still under a minute now, but looking for our first trade. There it is, 128.39. And triggering in. So short on crude this morning, 10 a.m. mini session. And target one and money management stop now at 37, 36. Target two stop at 27. And that's going to be a one and done session. And stopping out at 128.03. So basically a target three stop out. A tick above target three. So we got 17 and 27 on the fixed. If you use the trailer, you got 36. So much better than the 9 a.m. session. And that is done. Pound Aussie getting very close to its stop at 802.21. Throw some questions this way, please. Without any questions, there's not much to talk about this morning. I'm not so much looking at new possibilities, but this was a morning that was really difficult to deal with because of the speed of the market. And sometimes it's like that. But with this speed comes very treacherous trading. And as you saw on the crude trades and the unleaded trades that I did go through, YM did get one and done, but the 9 a.m. crude session and the unleaded gas session both being losing sessions, getting a one and done out of the 10 a.m. session on crude. Now let's look in on the micro ES 5-minute chart, see if that's of any help. Well, looks like we got a 935 setup. Looks like it hit. Ooh, that one's tough to tell what it did. Did it go to the stop first, or did it trigger in first? Can't tell. Didn't make target either way, and then came back to the stop again. So that's a stop out or a no trade, either one. Then we have a 10 o'clock setup, and normal, that's the end of our trade window. But when I get a setup on that bar, I'll usually wait and see if it'll trigger on the next bar. I'll take it. And in this case, that would have been, at least at this point, 2-target winner. Now, how big? 8 contracts on a $20,000 account, so that's positive. So that would be 2 each at targets 1, 2, and 3. One at target 4, and 1 trailing. And the pound Aussie did stop out. And I still have no questions, and looks like I've about lost everybody. I'm assuming everybody can hear me. Is that? I'm just checking to make sure you can still hear me. It looks like it's down to 2 people in here, so. Now it looks like target 3 achieved on the micro ES. Pound Aussie trying to push up toward its session high. And target 4. Achieved on the micro ES. That's the catapult 5-minute micro ES chart from the catapult ES module. So now all we have to do is watch the trailer. We should be at break even at this point. The entry was at 41.84, so 83.75 for the current stop. And going to be there until the 14 EMA gets down there. But that pretty much does it for what we've got to take a look at. So unless there are questions, somebody say something, please. I've been talking to myself for 45 minutes here. Now, nobody's even responding to my request if you can hear audio or see charts. So I am going to call it a morning, and we will see everybody tomorrow. Troy's in for a normal 10 a.m. session, or 9:30 a.m. session tomorrow morning, and then the crude oil inventory report at 10:30. So 2 sessions tomorrow, and I will be back on Thursday. And we will see everybody tomorrow.